Reactivate your finances, your health. Are you ready to get your life? Well, this is your moment. Ready to get your life back on track? Get up. What are you doing? It's your time to reactivate. What's going on, everybody? What's going on? Welcome to Reactivate the Moment. It's your boy, Marques Ford, here. And I thank you. I want to thank you, everybody, for joining me every Monday night right here on the Win Network. I'm doing something different today. I'm going live on IG. I haven't done it in a while. So if you see me looking up and down, then that's Facebook and IG at the same time. But I want to appreciate you guys. Do me a favor. I need everybody to like, share, and comment this live video to let everybody know what goes down right here at 8 p.m. every Monday night on and at Reactivate the Moment. Listen, we got a good topic for you tonight. We got a great topic for you tonight. See, a lot of us deal with this one particular thing, but we don't know how to handle it sometimes. We deal with this one aspect of our life that we face every day, every moment, just about. Whenever we get into a situation, we deal with this one word called rejection. It's a word called rejection. And what we do, we tend to think rejection as a bad thing. We tend to focus on the negative when it comes to rejection. We tend to focus on what's not happening when it comes to rejection. But I'm coming here tonight to remind you and let you know that rejection has a great aspect to it. I don't want you to go forward thinking about what rejection, what happens when you get rejected. Don't think about and focus on the negative. Don't think about and focus on the bad outcome of rejection, because there's a good outcome. And I want to just simply let you know this, that they did not reject you. They just weren't designed to fit into your future. I'm going to say it one more time. They did not reject you. They just were not designed to fit into your future. The thing that we have to deal with rejection is that we deal with somebody or somebody saying no, whether it's a relationship, whether it's a company, whether it's a job, whether it's you going for a dream or a goal or anything like that. People sometimes tell you no. They tell you that you're not qualified. They tell you that you don't have the resources to meet whatever need that you're trying to get. You don't have what it takes. They tell you no. But what we tend to do is, with that word rejection, we tend to put it in our minds and think that it's a negative thing. We tend to think rejection is something that is not good. It's something that turns us down. It's something that turns us away. But what we have to do, I like to flip the script sometimes on some things when it comes to rejection. What we have to do, we have to look at rejection as a positive thing. You know, we always think about looking at the glass half empty or half full. But this is the moment where we look at the glass as half full, because here's the reason why. We have too many pessimist people in the world. Some of us are too pessimistic, meaning that we always look at things on the downside. We never realize the positivity. We never realize the positive outcome that happens with our situation. Whenever we get into a situation, especially with rejection, whenever we get into a situation where we're rejected, we tend to get sad. You can think about the times where you reached out to someone. If you think about the times where you've tried to interact with somebody, or to think about the time where you wanted to date somebody, or you wanted to go with somebody, or you wanted somebody to take you out. They reject you. They tell you, no, you ain't the one for me, or no, you ain't my type, or no, I don't think this is going to work. And we get sad. I mean, we're human. We get sad. We sometimes we may cry. Sometimes we get into a depressed state. Sometimes we get into we get into a mode where it's like the world is about to come to an end. But I've come to remind you that they did not reject you. Here it is. They just were not designed to fit into your future. You see, we have to understand, when things are designed, they are designed to meet a specific requirement. They are designed to meet or to target a specific audience. If you think about clothes, we tend to want the designer clothes, and whenever we get these particular clothes, whether it's from Walmart or whether it's from Target or whether it's from some other a store, when we tend to get into these things, when we tend to get these clothes or go to these stores, what we do is we try to find the clothes that fit us perfectly. We try to find the clothes that fit, because what you don't want to do is, here it is, y'all. I'm trying to help somebody tonight. What you don't want to do is you don't want to get clothes that are either too big or too small. I'm gonna say it again. You don't want to get anything, whether it's clothes, whether it's hat, whatever it is. You don't want to put on anything that is too big or too small. Because guess what? If it's too small, guess what? You're not equipped enough to fit in it. I'm gonna say it again. If something is too small, you're not going to be able to fit in it. It's going to look funny. People are going to laugh at you. People are going to talk about you. People are going to post about you. They're going to subliminally tweet. They're going to send text messages. They're probably talking about you right now in the group chat because you had on something that was too small, or you put on something that was too big. And what that does, when you put on something too big, that means that you're leaving room for other things to fit in it. Now, here's the thing about it. Okay, yeah, okay, so what if it's too big? That means I have room to grow. But guess what? Some things are tailor-made to fit you. There it is. Some things are tailor-made to fit you. If things are too big, yes, you have room to grow, but what are you feeding yourself with? Yes, you have room to expand, but are you feeding yourself with positivity? Are you filling the space or the void with positive things? Or are you filling the space of the void with negative thoughts, with negative things? We have to think about those things, because what we have to realize is that when things are designed, they're designed to fit us. We have to get the right fit. We have to, because when we go out, we want to look a certain way. We want to feel a certain way. We want to act a certain way. We want to portray ourselves in a certain way. But what we tend to do is we tend to take the things of rejection. We tend to take it and fill our bodies, fill our minds, fill our spirits with things that are not supposed to be there. We fill our minds with depression. We fill our minds with anxiety. We fill our minds with confusion. We fill our minds with so much that what it does, it puts us in a state of sadness. It puts us in a state of weakness. And what happens is people tend to walk all over you when you're in that state. People tend to take advantage of you when you're in the state of low self-esteem, when you're in the state of depression, when you're in that state where you're not like yourself. Because think about it. You were once confident. You were once walking with your head held high. You were once walking in confidence. You were once walking around and nobody could tell you anything. Nobody could talk down on you. Nobody could talk about you, because you were that dude. You were that girl. You were that group of people. You were the it, if you know what I mean. You were the it. But what we have to understand is that when we get into this mode where rejection hits us, when we get into this mode where rejection plays our mind, we have to understand that rejection can be flipped to not only rejection, but rejection can be flipped to reward. I'm gonna say it again. Your rejection can be flipped to a reward. Don't automatically think. Listen to me clearly. Don't automatically think that just because they told you no, that was the end of it. I'm gonna say it again. Don't automatically think that just because they told you no, that was the end of the thing. That is not the end. That is only the beginning. Because guess what no does? No gives you an opportunity to start over. You see, a lot of us, we think that word no is the end. We think that word no is finished. We think that word no is done. We think that when somebody tells us no, that's the end of the world. We can't do it no more. That's it. But no is the start of a beginning. Because what no does not determine the end of the thing. No determines what our next move is. No does not determine that it's the end of the thing. No determines our next move. Because when somebody tells us no, that lets us know, okay, maybe I need to go back to the drawing board. See, that's the problem. A lot of us have not gone back to the drawing board. The problem is a lot of us have not taken the opportunity to correct certain things. A lot of us have not taken the opportunity to change our mind, because we think that we're all that. We think nobody can tell us nothing. We think that whenever somebody comes up, like you can't tell me what to do. You can't check me. You can't shift who I am. You can't change who I am. When in actuality is, some of you need to change your mindset. Some of you need to change your attitude. Some of us need to change your outlook. Some of us need to change how we look at certain things. Some of us even need to change how we look at certain people, because we view certain people in the limelight. We put certain people on a pedestal. We put certain people on a high horse. We put certain people on a type of platform where we feel like, and we see that, okay, yeah, maybe they are the one for me. Maybe they have what I need. Maybe they can fix what I'm going through. But in actuality, they may not be the right one for you. In actuality, they may not be the one that you need. In actuality, they may not be the person that's supposed to fit. Why? Because guess what? Your rejection, the rejection does not mean that that's the end. The rejection just simply means that they were not designed for your future. They were not designed for your future. And so what I'm going to do, I'm going to talk about the future. I'm going to talk about the future in a minute, right after this commercial break.
Hey, it's your girl A Love. Make sure you follow me and Pastor PG, LaShonda Robinson, on Tuesday nights at 7 p.m. Eastern Standard Time for Girl Let's Talk. And let me tell you, it's not your typical church conversation. Make sure you join us on the WIN Network.
What we have to understand, there it is. What we have to understand that the rejection means that they were not designed, or they are not designed to fit in your future. And what we have to do, we have to realize what our future is. See, a lot of us, what we do when we get rejected, we don't even think about the future anymore. You ever thought about that? You ever dealt with rejection? You ever dealt with the rejection and you felt like that, oh man, I can't go forward past this. I can't move on past this. I can't keep going past this because I'm rejected. That means that they don't want me. That it brings that feeling of them not wanting you. It brings the feeling of them not needing you. You don't feel needed. You don't feel wanted. You feel inadequate. You feel like you can't go forward. But what you have to do when you think about it, put your future in mind. Too many times, here it is. Too many times we put our present in front of our future. What I mean by that is that, what are you saying? You're supposed to think about the present. Yes, you're supposed to think about the present. But when it comes to a situation with rejection, we automatically think we put our present first because we think that's the end of the now. We put our present first because we think that that's the end of right now. But what we have to understand, we have to sometimes put our future ahead of our present, because that's what it does. That does not mean that's the end of the now. It's preparing you for your next. I don't know who I'm talking to tonight, but I want to reassure you. Reassure you that your rejection now is preparing you for your next. So the no now means that you're getting ready for your next. The no now means that you're equipped for your next. The no now means you need to go back to the drawing board for your next. Just because they told you no, that does not mean not now. It means not yet. Here it is. A lot of us take that no, and that's the end of it. A lot of us take that no, but when you put a T at the end of the no and add yet at the end of it, it lets you know not yet. That means it's not supposed to happen. Why? Because it's not your time. That's why it didn't happen right now. That's why it didn't happen when you wanted to happen. That's why that goal didn't come to fruition when you wanted it to. That's why that dream didn't come to pass when you wanted it to. That's why that relationship didn't work out because the way you wanted it to, because it wasn't supposed to work out now. That means you're not ready. You're not ready to handle it. That's right. You got to keep going no matter what the no says, no matter what the naysayer says, no matter how you feel, you have to keep going. You have to keep pushing. Why? Because your future is important. You have to keep pushing. Why? Because your future needs you in it. See, a lot of us, here it is. A lot of us take that negativity. A lot of us take that rejection and we focus on the present because we don't realize that our future needs us in it. How can you have a future without you? I'm gonna say it again. How can you have a future without you? I'm gonna put it to you like this. You cannot spell future without you. God Almighty. You cannot spell future unless you have you in it. And not only do you have you in it once, but future has the letter U in it twice, meaning that you're double important. Your future is double important for you. That means your future is not only important for you, but your future is important for the people around you. Your future is important for your generation. A lot of us need to become generation changers. There it is. A lot of us need to become people that shake up and change this generation, because we tend to focus on ourselves so much that we tend to cast away the generation. We tend to cast away the people ahead of us. That's why I absolutely love being a mentor. I love mentoring. My former students can tell you Some of them are even here on live right now, Instagram. They can tell you how much I love them. I love for them to come to me. Hey, Coach Ford. Hey, Mr. Ford, I need this. Coach Ford, can you help me with this? It brings me joy when I get text messages, phone calls, Instagram messages, Facebook messages of how I've changed a life or I've changed the trajectory of one of my kids' minds. It does me great joy when I see them succeed in life, when I see them succeed either in sports, when I see them either succeed in the classroom or even starting their own businesses. It does me joy because it made me realize, or it allows me to see that they realize that they are needed for their future. Not only are they needed for their future, but they are needed for the future, period. They're needed for the future. And what we have to understand, here it is, you have to be careful. You have to be careful how you handle yourself, and you have to be careful with how people handle you. I'm gonna say it again for the people in the back, the people that just logged in. You have to be careful how you handle yourself. And you have to be careful about how people handle you, because what you're doing, you're showing and you're teaching people how to handle you. When you think about how you handle yourself, you got to put into mind this. You got to put into mind this type of thinking. When you think about handling yourself, you got to think about this. Here it is. You got to think about how people are going to handle you, because if you mishandle and mistreat yourself, people are going to mishandle and mistreat you. But then we get mad. We get mad. Oh man, here we go. Oh, you can't treat me this way. You can't talk to me this way. You can't handle me this way. Well, yes, they can, because you're teaching them how to do it. Yes, they can, because you're showing them what to do when you need to be showing them what not to do. You got to do like my girl Cardi B said. You got to be careful with me. You got to be careful. They got to be careful how they handle you. They got to be careful how they talk to you. They got to be careful how they mistreat you, because what they don't know is that they're doing one thing. They're moving themselves out of your future. See, they thought, here it is. They thought that they were meant to stay in your future. They thought that they were meant to stay with you because they're going to be in it for the long haul. They thought that they were meant to be in your life because they were going to benefit off of what you're about to get. You see, you don't understand. There are benefits in store for each and every one of you. There are benefits in place specifically and tailor-made for you. And the people that are along with you, the people that come in along for the ride, they are trying to hang on by your coattail because they want to reap your benefit. They want to get the residue of what you're about to get. They want to get the residue of your benefit. But what they don't understand is that what they don't understand is the way they handle you, the way they treat you, they're going to slip off to the side. And they're going to slip off in the dust. And because guess what? Your future is not designed for them. Your future is designed for you. I don't know who I'm talking to today, but I need you to hear me clearly. Listen with your ears. Listen with your mind. Your future is designed for you. Meaning that the people that are in your life, I need you to take an inventory. If you're sitting around your friends that right now watching this video, look at your friends. Even if they are the ones, if you think they are the ones, look at your friends differently. Look in your contacts and look at your contacts differently. Look at your friend list on your social media site and look at them differently. And I want you to think about it. Think about these people that you call your friends. Think about these people that you call your loved ones, even family is included. Think about the people that you call your ride or die, your ace boom coon, your twin. They use this new term. What's up, twin? Twin is not it, whatever. But think about these people. And I want you to think and see if they are meant and that they are designed for your future. Here's how you can tell they're designed for your future. Here's how you can tell. How you can tell they're designed for your future. Number one is that when you go through some things, they're going through it with you. How you can tell they're designed for your future is that when you're at your lowest, they don't leave you high and dry. How you can tell they're designed for your future is when you're at your lowest point, they are there to pick you up and dust you off and push you forward. Not necessarily they're holding your hand, walking with you, but they're behind you, pushing you forward, making sure that whatever it is that you went through, that you won't go through it again. How you can tell that your friends and your relatives and your loved ones are there for you and they're designed for your future is that when you win, or when you win, they're there clapping, cheering you on, pushing you, saying way to go, and they're not jealous. Think about it. I know I hit a nerve. I know you don't have to tell me. I can't see you, but I know I hit a nerve right there. Because some people become jealous of your successes. Some people become jealous. This is how you know that they're jealous. Because when you begin to succeed, they start praying for your downfall. You like that, don't you? They start seeking your downfall. They start wanting you to fail. They start wanting you to do bad. But you can tell them this: I can do bad all by myself. I don't need you to succeed. I don't need you to keep going. Yeah, it's good and it's beneficial to have people around you. Yeah, it's good and it may be beneficial to have people in your corner, but guess what? You don't necessarily need them, because guess what? All you need is a breath. All you need are good lungs. All you need are two working legs and two working hands and a good mindset and a good heart. That's all you need to keep going. You don't necessarily need friends. You don't necessarily need family. You don't necessarily need loved ones. All you need is you. Remember what I said. Remember what I said. The future is nothing without you in it. The future is nothing without you in it. The future doesn't have them. The future doesn't have they. The future doesn't have we. It has you in mind. So in order for the future to work, all you have to do is have a great mind, a great heart to want to do it, a mind to succeed, hands to get you there, feet to get you there, and a mouth to speak things into existence. I'm gonna say it again. All you have to do is to have a good mind, a good thinking mind that'll put ideas in your mind, to put ideas in you to keep you going. All you have to do is have a good heart, because people are going to rely on you. They're going to count on you for your good heart. They're going to count on you and see how you are on the inside. They're going to see how you operate on the inside. Oh, here's another thing. You have to have good ears to listen to the positivity around you, to listen to the ideas that other people have, to listen to the things that you need, the tools that you need to keep going. Not only that, but you have to have a good mouthpiece to speak these things into existence, to speak your future into existence, to speak who you are into existence, to speak who you want to be into existence. Then you have to have two good hands to help get you there. You have to have good two hands to put your hands to work, to put your hand. You can write these things down. You can type it out. You can draw it out. You can put your hands to build it. You can put your hands to put to work. Not only that, but you have to have two good working legs to get you there. Because guess what? You can't get to your future by standing still. I'm gonna let that marinate real quick. Okay, here we go. You cannot get to your future by standing still. The only way for you to get to your future is by keep going, no matter what the outcome is. The outcome sometimes may not work in your favor. The outcome sometimes may not be beneficial to you. The outcome sometimes may not be what you like, but you have to keep going anyway. You have to keep going in spite of what it is. You have to keep going in spite of what it looks like. And you have to keep going in spite of what you hear. Because people are going to tell you no. People are going to reject you. People are not going to like you. People are not going to like where you're going. People are not going to like what you're doing. People are not going to like how you're going to get there. People are not going to like the ones around you. Here it is, because they're going to expect for them to be in that spot. But they didn't realize that they got replaced by somebody else. See, they thought that they were going to be with you for the long haul, but you didn't realize they were talking about you behind your back. So God had to remove them real quick. You see, they thought that they were going to be with you until the end of time. They thought just because they started out with you that they were going to be with you. But no, sometimes people will reveal themselves to you, and you see a lamb in a wolf in sheep's clothing. You see them and you say, "Oh no, I see what you're trying to do. You're trying to sabotage what I got. You're trying to sabotage my blessing. You trying to put something in the mix to allow me to not get where God wants me to be, or not to allow me to not get to where I want to be. So no, you gone, dismissed. I can't deal with you. Bye bye. Arrivederci, sayonara, peace out, whatever." Because what they realized, they didn't realize that you were watching the whole time. You see, they thought that they were going to sneak by and squeak by, but you didn't know that you were paying attention to their stories on Instagram and Facebook. You didn't know that you were paying attention to their tweets. You didn't know that they didn't know that you were paying attention to what they were posting. So they just pretty much just slid on out of your future. Why? Because they thought that they were going to be in there, and then you see them then they see you get then they see themselves get replaced by somebody that's been there, but somebody that's been not in the limelight, somebody that was that fell back and was watching you from afar and pushing you from afar. And then you realize, oh no, I don't need them, but I need somebody like you, because you're not looking for a handout. You're not looking to be in the limelight. You're not looking for me to benefit from me. All you want to do is see me win. And those are the people that you need in your life. All they want to do is see you win. All they want to do is see you succeed. They're not looking to benefit from you. See, everybody around you is not looking to benefit from you, but there are those leeches in your corner. There are those leeches in your family. There are those leeches in your circle. There are those leeches around you that are trying to benefit from what you got because they want to be you so bad. They figure out if I can't be them, then I'm going to join them. And if they win, then I'm going to succeed. If they win, I'm going to do good. Prime example, Ja Morant. Ja Morant is a prime example. Ja Morant is the type of person, here it is. Ja Morant was the type of person that he succeeded. Come on, everybody's been a fan of Ja Morant. Everybody could saw what he did on the court, what he did and everything, the success he was having, and all the dunks and all the stuff, the plays that he made, right? But then as soon as he got a little money, here we go. As soon as he got a little money, he began to forget. He began to forget about who he was. And he began to let his friends, I don't care what nobody says. He began to let his friends influence him. How do we know this? Because Ja Morant, if you look at his lifestyle, Ja Morant went to a private school. Ja Morant was raised with good, like Eminem said, Ja Morant's parents had a real good marriage. Ja Morant had it good. He had it great. Everything was good, right? Everything was good. But then what we have to realize what Ja Morant did, Ja Morant let these little knuckleheads get around him in his ear. Hey man, hey, why don't we do this? Why don't we go to the club and do this? Why don't we go in the car? And then you saw what happened. I don't want to expound on it, but you saw what happened. That's a prime example. He should have been listening to people around him and say, hey, man, don't do that. Because guess what? Not only did it happen once, but it happened twice. Fool me once, shame on me. Fool me twice. Fool me once, shame on you. Fool me twice, shame on me. And he didn't realize that the people around him were not designed for his future. We need to realize that sometimes the people around us are not designed for our future. They're not designed. Guess what? They are not going to be able to go where you're going. Like I said, take a look at the people around you because they are not going to be there at the end. They are not going to be there at the end. Now, you do have those situations sometimes where people are there from the end and they're there with you now. Those are rare. Those are the people that you need around you. Those are rare occasions. But we got to be mindful, ladies and gentlemen. We got to be mindful that every now and again, check your surroundings. Every now and again, check your corners. Every now and again, check the people that's around you. Because just because they're there doesn't mean that they're going to stay there. Because some of us are dealing with fair weather friends or those people that are just there for a season. Here it is. You're there for a season, you're there for a reason, or you're there for a lifetime. You got some people that are strictly here for a reason. And their reason is to just benefit off you. Their reason is to see how you did it so they can do it. They can leave you and succeed and try to succeed on their own. They can leave you and succeed on their own. Yeah, they're there for a reason. They're only there. They're only there to benefit from you. They're only there to witness you succeed and then leave and then leech off of you, rather. They're only there to witness you succeed and leech off of you. Then you have some people that are there for a season, meaning that they're doing good. They're pushing you. They're posting about you. They're celebrating you. They're praying for you. They're right there helping you. You know, they're not only are they helping you, but they're giving you a helping hand. They're picking you up when you fall. But guess what? It only lasts for a certain amount of time. It only lasts for a season. Think about it. How have you ever noticed winter to last all year? Have you ever noticed spring to last all year? Have you ever noticed summer or fall to last all year? No, because they have their set time to be around. They have their set time. And just like some people in our lives have the set time, have only a certain amount of time to be around us. Then they got to move on. And it's not because, here it is, it's not because something that you did. It's not because you did something wrong. It's not because things are going bad. It's only because they're not meant to be, that they're not meant to go into the next season of your life. Because just like the seasons change around us, seasons change in our lives as well. Seasons change. There are going to be times where you're going to have a rough season. There are going to be times where you're going to have an absolutely amazing season. There are going to be times where you're going to have an absolutely bad season. And there are going to be times where your season is not going to produce anything. Meaning that all the hard work, all your labor and everything you did, everything you tried to do to be successful, nothing came out of it. So we're going to have those times in our lives. But that's when we depend on the ones that last a lifetime. The ones that last a lifetime, the ones that stick it out no matter what. The ones that are there for you in your good and your bad. The ones that are there for you in your ins and your outs. The ones that are there for you when you have nothing, the ones that are there for you when you have everything, and the ones that are there for you when you're just regular. Ain't nothing happening in every season. You know those people, because those people are there through every single season of your life. Those people are there through it all. There are very, very few people in my life personally that I can say have been there through every season I've had. I've had good seasons. I've had bad seasons. I've had amazing seasons, and I've had absolutely destructive and just seasons. But there are certain people in my life, family and friends, that have been there through every single solitary season of my life. So I'm here to just remind you that yes, you're gonna see rejection. Yes, things are not going to pan out. I mean, no, things are not going to pan out the way you want them to. You're going to feel bad. You're going to feel worse. You're going to feel good. You're going to feel okay. But what rejection does is rejection prepares you for your reward. I'm going to say it again for the people in the back. I need you to put it in the comment section for me if you're still watching. Rejection prepares you for your reward. Because they told you no. Remember, don't think of it as just no. Think of it as not yet. Because that no is doing nothing but allowing you to start over. No allows you to start over. Here it is. I like acronyms. Here we go. No spells N-O. No, guess what N-O stands for? New opportunity. I'm going to say it again. We think no as this, right? We think no as thumbs down. We think no as negative. But if you take the letters N-O, no just means new opportunity. I don't know who I'm talking to today, man. Listen, I told you I had a good one tonight for y'all. No is new opportunity. Rejection equals reward. No equals new opportunity. So for those of you that felt rejected, and I hope this is for you tonight, I really do. For those of you that felt rejected, I hope that tonight's message is a refresher and it allows you to reactivate. It allows you to reactivate yourself, to remind you that rejection prepares you for your reward. And that no that they told you, it only means a new opportunity. That's all it means. Rejection prepares you for your reward, and no means new opportunity. Because guess what? The same people that rejected you, the same people that told you no, they just weren't designed to fit into your future. They didn't just reject you. They just weren't designed to fit into your future. So I hope, my prayer tonight is that for you to take this message, take this word, and look at rejection in a different way. My whole goal tonight was for you to look at rejection in a whole different light, in a whole different way. And for me to just simply remind you and let you know that just because they rejected you, that doesn't mean that that's the end. That means that it's time for you to reap your reward. That means that you're getting ready to get exactly what it is that's tailor-made and designed for you. Because guess what? Your future cannot happen without you in it. Future has the letter U in it twice. The future cannot happen without you in it. So I'm going to say it one more time for the people that just joined, because I'm about to get off. Rejection equals your reward. Rejection prepares you for your reward. So, and therefore, your rejection means rejection equals reward. And the word no, because rejection talks about no too. The word no simply is an acronym for new opportunity. Just that simple. So whenever you think about your next level, whenever you think about a new idea, whenever you think about a new goal, whenever you think about what you're trying to do next, think about this. You're going to meet rejection. You're going to meet naysayers. You're going to meet people that's not going to like you. You're going to meet people that's not going to support you. But guess what they're going to do? They're just preparing you for your reward. And they're just creating a new opportunity for you. Listen, I thank you for joining me tonight. Everybody that tuned in, everybody that commented. everybody that participated, all that stuff, man. I appreciate you guys so much. Beyond, you have no idea how much that means to me. You have no idea how much that makes me feel. So I appreciate you. I want you to join me every Monday night right here on Facebook, on the Win Network, on Instagram, on my page right here every Monday night at 8 o'clock. Listen, nothing has changed. I'm just back like I never left. I'm back like I never left. So join me tonight every Monday night, 8 p.m. sharp, and I promise you, you're going to be blessed. I promise you, you're going to benefit from this. I love you, and there's absolutely nothing you can do about it. I appreciate you for joining me. I will see you next week, same time, same channel, right here on the Win Network. I love you, and there's nothing you can do about it. Peace out.